Alright, so this is DayZ. Um, this is my third attempt at making this video. You can actually hear gunshots over there from where I just died and went through a whole monologue about PvP. So I tried this once already, and I actually didn't record the audio for the first clip, or the first 30 minutes that I played or so. So there's going to be a lot of B-roll. You're going to get to see me spawn in, getting a fist fight right out the gate, and unfortunately you won't be able to hear me talking smack, but I was in fact talking smack.
Macaco. Macaco. Macacabangora.
You're going to miss me actively talking about how nobody in this game talks anymore. They just kind of shoot first, ask questions, never. And then you're going to see me walk into a house and shoot a guy in the head without asking any questions. However, I genuinely needed that guy's loot. It wasn't... Had I had a little bit more supplies, I probably would have tried to talk to him. But in the given situation and how we just kind of ran up on each other, he had guns, I took matters into my own hands and took away that guy's life. Anywho, back to what I was saying. DayZ standalone. That's what we're playing. If you haven't heard of this game, I don't know where you've been the last 10 years, but the game's been out for a while. It has gone through a lot of iterations. It certainly is not the cleanest, and it's still buggy. It's still pretty buggy. But it's fun. There's no other game I can think of that's like this, other than maybe Artem when it comes out, which I would love to make videos on. I think Artem's going to be a really, really cool game. So this is Namalsk. If for anybody that hasn't seen this map, which I'm sure by now most people have seen the modded maps. We're playing on DayZ server. It's slightly modded, but it's the only one I could find on the mouse that really had people, and it's still a survival server. I went on a whole spiel about how now a lot of the servers that are on the DayZ launcher, especially on PC, I'm sure on console there's a lot more actual survival servers, but on PC it seems like a lot of the servers are kind of the same slop. And I hate to say it's slop, but to me that's what it is, where it's basically spawn in, get a gun, and then go shoot people. Which, you do that in survival also, but there's another aspect of, you know, struggling to find gear, to find backpacks and clothing or food, water, that kind of thing, where you have to actually survive. And at its core, DayZ is a survival game, and that's why I play it. If I wanted to shoot people, I'd go play Armor Reforger. DayZ's just... It's what I play when I want survival, you know? It's one of those things where I can go play any other game to shoot people. Literally any other game that's out there. I can go play Battlefield. I can go play Arma. I mean, Reforger even has its own DayZ mod. I can go back to Arma 3 and play it, you know? But DayZ is just something special in and of its own. Here's my my loot stash from where I just died. we're gonna try to... Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to get this can safely, I don't believe. Yeah, we got it. We're good, we're good. Now, now we're gonna continue our journey away from here back to my original loot pile from the first, which you'll see clips. You'll see some of the stuff I have, and I was looting the refugee camp when I realized that my microphone had been muted for the entirety of the first little clip. So we're gonna speed run it, get back over here, get my loot, and I'm gonna continue to blabber on for the next however long. But Namalsk is beautiful, man. I love this map. I think Sakal is really beautiful. Nobody plays it on PC for whatever reason. I don't know. But the layout of... And I'm not sure what the layout of Sakal is because I never really got to play it when there were servers. But here it's it's different than the guys that have a lot of experience with Chinars. You know, you'll be familiar with the spawn on the coast, get loot, go north kind of aspect. You know, that's what you do. You build up enough so that you can go up north for the better loot. Namalsk is different. It's an island entirely. And you spawn on the northern side. Now there's military bases up here on the northern side, but they're not going to have your top tier loot. They're going to have enough to get you by, essentially. And that's arguable. Enough to get you by is arguable. I'm not sure that that's even exactly what I would say, but you can get guns and everything. It's the northern side is more or less just to get you started. I mean, you're going to mainly get food and clothing up here. You're trying to get yourself set up to go further south and survive the cold. That is to me, that's been the biggest killer on this map, is either not having ammo, not having food and water, or freezing to death. Because this map is extremely difficult and brutal when it comes to the weather aspect. Let's see. My little loot pile should be around here somewhere. Unless it's gone, unless somebody found it. That is a possibility also. Or I'm looking in the wrong trees. They kind of all blend together whenever you're, you know, almost in whiteout weather. Okay. We'll run up the hill a little bit. Try and see if I can retrace my steps. Because I know the military base, or the refugee camp, is right up here somewhere. I believe this may be the tree line where I dropped my gear. You'll be able to see what I have. I don't have anything revolutionary. It's not anything crazy. I've got some supplies to get. Yeah, here we go. I've got some clothing supplies and enough to be able to get down south. But I'm not stacked by any means whatsoever. I have enough to get by. The entire goal that we're going to have is going to be to make it down south. Now, I say that, and a blizzard rolls around. But you just kind of got to take it as you go, you know? This is one of those games where anything can happen at any given time, and you just got to roll with the punches, essentially. So, again, Namalsk, first map that I have memories playing on DayZ mod. It's probably not the first modded map that I played. I want to say maybe Linger Island or Taviana or one of those maps were probably the first one that I ever played. But this is the first one that I can remember, and probably where I logged the most amount of my hours on DayZ was playing this map. It's the winter survival, man. It's just cool. It's cool. It adds a whole new aspect to the game. Like, it makes it more fun, you know? Like now, we're damn near hypothermic. We're starving. I don't even know that we'd be able to make a fire in this weather, to be honest with you. And we're gonna drop these rubber slugs so I can make sure we have buckshot in here. Let's see, what was that? That was buckshot. Awesome. We're not in the business of taking hostages right now in the current situation we're in. We're in the business of surviving. If you didn't know, loot spawns around all these, at least on the mouse. They spawn around the B&Bs and the trucks. Okay. That's not good. Not good, not good. We're not doing good. We're not doing good. Not doing good. There's one. Come on. And the zombies are so jank in this game, man. There we go. That's awesome. We actually got a bandage off the one. Ooh. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bandage right here. It's probably not the safest spot, but it'll do. Right, we are bandaged up. We've got a sprained ankle. So we're gonna try and check out this chieftain here without making any noise. So if you don't know, these guys here that are wearing the little fancy hat, if you alert them and they scream, they're going to draw the attention of every zombie in the area. So you always want to try and take these guys out first to try and keep from alerting everything else, because we'd really be in some trouble if you alerted everything here, especially with it being a whiteout like this. And there's another one over there. Oh, flare, nice. Let's see if we can figure out a way to get this. I guess we can drop that. And that. And then that up there, move that over there. Playing inventory Tetris. Yeah, try to go over that way. I got so distracted I don't even know what I was saying now. Let me grab that. Just for the sake of nobody else getting it. Actually, we have ammo for it, so that works out. Maybe if we're able to find a suppressor, we can use that for zombies, even though it really seems like, and maybe it's just me being a gun guy, it seems like the ammo for the 380 in DayZ is very malnourished. Like, it's very, very, very weak. Where'd that chieftain go? Oh, there he is. Okay. So we're gonna try and get up to the little construction area just to the southeast of the airfield. I think that's going to be our best bet for making a fire indoors. It's probably not the safest place to do it, but it's a place to do it. I'm going to take him out so that he doesn't follow us. And stealth killing these zombies is so underrated. That's also something you don't really see in the PvP style servers, because you just have piles of ammo. So why even bother? You know? Oh yeah, our clothes are wet. We gotta get rolling. I don't know how long this is going to be. It's kind of, I guess, just more introductory to posting videos and seeing, you know, kind of where it goes. I mean, statistically, most people that start new YouTube channels don't ever make it past 10 videos. they get really discouraged from, I guess, not getting viewers or maybe negative comments or whatever it may be, and I get that. That makes sense. But it's something that I've always wanted to. Whoa! It's something that I've always wanted to do. So we're gonna give it a good little run. And what better game than DayZ, the game that started my PC gaming endeavors just entirely. It all started with Frankie on PC. I'm sure everybody's probably heard that before, or knows who that is, or used to watch him. That's what started it all. I remember watching his DayZ mod series and just being obsessed with this game. And back in the day, it actually started with his Battlefield videos, because I played Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3. And for you guys that watched Frankie prior to DayZ, his Battlefield 3 videos were pretty good. I mean, they were fun to watch, and even Jack Frags, man, they were really fun to watch. But the DayZ videos is what got me, and I started playing Arma 2 Play for Free. If any of you guys remember that, that is a hell of a throwback. Once upon a time, Arma 2 did have a play for free version, and I used to go in there and play Conquest and fly helicopters, which I still like to do in Reforger. I really like flying, and I'm pretty good at it. Not everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. More 9mm. We don't really have anywhere to put it. What I'll probably end up splitting this into like a multi. Oh, that replaces my entire belt. I don't want to do that. This will probably end up being maybe a multi-part little series, depending on how long I can survive on the Day Zero server. Hopefully long enough, you know. But that's one of the great things about DayZ is you don't never know. Yeah, we'll start in here. We'll go ahead and get us a fire going, because we're not doing too great. I grab, and then we're gonna use the flare to just get this lit, because we're wet, and that's a bad combination for hypothermia, which will kill you so fast. I'm pretty sure it does a permanent health debuff to you as well. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and eat these sardines. Try and save the honey for later. It's a bigger food source, and it's just something a little bit easier to manage. And we can eat this whole thing of sardines right now, especially since we're starving. Alright, that brought us back up enough. We've actually got some damaged clothing, so we're going to go ahead and fix this up. That way we're not freezing. And we're going to... I think it all dries out better if you put it on the ground. I could be wrong. I could be giving you completely incorrect information and just putting my stuff on the ground for no reason, but I'm pretty sure everything dries out a little bit faster when it's on the ground. Which we need to get rid of this, because that makes too much noise. And this particular server is first person only as well, so if you're not a fan of watching DayZ videos in first person, I don't know what to tell you, man. Where's he at? Or do we have another opportunity to stare at the sky and try to get this vest without damaging it? a big one. Godly. The things I do and still didn't get the vest. That is terribly unfortunate. I probably should have gone in to cover the bandage, but with 2 bleeds, it's a little dire. Head torch, we've already got one. Man, this must have already been looted. Let's see, we're good. None of my clothing's damaged. I'm actually going to try real quick to see if I can fix this vest with a regular sewing kit. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure it has to be the leather sewing kit, but... Again? That's one of the hardest parts about coming over here to this particular heli crash. Is the zombies in the woods, man. They're deadly. Because they aggro really easily. And you can't even see them. No, we can't. We cannot repair. Okay. Let's creep on down here. See if we can get a look at the military base or refugee camp over here. Now I've seen before people will camp this on this side because there's trees and cover over here and you can kind of see into the base. So it's always good to come over here and check this area because you might be able to find some poor guy so zoned in on a sniper scope that he doesn't even notice you walking up on him. We could also go check the AC-130 crash. It's over there somewhere, I think. Let's see where those trees are down at. Maybe it's at the crest of that hill. Or maybe down. Maybe down in this little ravine. I can't remember. But we'll go check. If we survive being in here anyways. Seems like there's a fair amount of zombies. Especially on this side. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's not good. If we shoot... Oh? DayZ? Oh, okay. Well, if we shoot, it's going to alert everything around here. Thankfully, it's just one wolf. That somebody else has already cleared out this pack. Come on. Okay. Alright. Not good, not good. Come on. We may just end up shooting this guy because we're losing a lot of blood really fast and health. God, I really don't want to because it's gonna draw everything around here. And players, man, it's gonna draw in players for sure. He's confused. Okay. Yep. Alright, we need to get over here as quick as we can. And we might be able to cheese these guys. Oh, yeah. Bad news bears, buddy. This is not the way I would normally do this, but it is a way. I'm so exposed up here too. But there wasn't much else we could do there. Another wolf? Yep. We're just not having a good run here, guys. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, this one's a full pack. Alright. Anybody that's around here is, I'm basically going to be ringing the dinner bell. But I'm hurt. I can't risk it. Usually when you have a full pack, you can kill a couple and the pack will leave you alone. And they'll go hunt somebody else. Did I get him? Yep. Okay. So we've expended all of our revolver ammo now. Sounded like a zombie getting punched. There may be a player around here. Definitely sounded like a zombie was getting attacked. There's definitely signs that a player has been here. Which one of the main areas heading south, so I mean it would make sense, but I'm not seeing anybody. But we're gonna expeditedly loot this. We're gonna go over that direction where the trees are down at. Said I want to say that there's a heli or an AC-130 plane downed over here, and it has really good loot. But I could be entirely wrong. It may be in a completely separate portion of the map. And I'd like to say, especially being over here, I don't want to say we're out of the woods necessarily, but the odds that there's a player over this way are probably very slim. And I'll have to find that AC-130 crash site so that we can go there and hit that while we're up in this area. So I know it's over on this side of the map somewhere, but I couldn't tell you exactly where. It's been so long since I've actually played Namalsk for the sake of playing Namalsk, and even then having a little bit of extra like stress of recording and knowing that somebody's going to see it on top of that, you know, it adds to it. It adds to it. We're going to go ahead and eat a little bit of this before we go down there. There's no zombies that I can see, which is not a good sign, and it looks like the doors are open in that barracks on the inside. So somebody's likely been here. And I don't want to be starving in the middle of a gunfight. There's loot in that tower. Don't see any fires. Anything. Really, the buildings that worry me here, it's not these barrack buildings because you can clear them from the outside. It's these style of barrack buildings, whatever these are called. These are stressful to clear, especially if somebody's already sitting inside of it. Which if the door's closed, and it is, there's a chance that somebody is sitting in there right now, going through loot. It's possible that they let zombies in there and that's why it's closed. Yeah. I feel like in an area like this, it's, as much as I don't like to just shoot people on sight, this is one of those situations where if I get the drop on this guy, it's better just to go ahead and get the win before he can do it, because most of the time I hate to shoot first, ask questions later. But you pretty much have to assume that most people are going to shoot and ask questions never. So we're just going to sit in here for a second. I didn't even notice that tower up there. We're just going to sit and listen. Alright. I haven't heard any movement. So we're going to clear this the best that we can. I wonder if maybe somebody logged out in here. That is also a possibility. Maybe try to log back in whenever the loot is reset. That's used to be, I don't know if it still works that way, but that used to be. No way. And we have Mosin ammo. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of Mosin ammo. Oh, man. Alright, let's, inventory Tetris. I don't want to leave this here for somebody to come shoot me in the back with. Alright. Actually, I'm going to keep the ghillie wrap on there for now. And it's got a fired round in the chamber. This was somebody's. Let's get out of here. Actually, I'm going to check up here because I did see items up here. But after this, we're going to make like a banana and split. Was it worth coming up here? Not necessarily. My head torch is ruined. Battery's not there. I thought that was the best installation though. Oh well. Oh, you gotta be careful sliding down ladders too. I'm doing it here because... Oh yeah. I'm trying to expeditedly leave this area because I just feel like there's somebody close by. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Come on. Yep. We've got to get away from here. From the point where he yelled at. He's got another battery. We're gonna take it. Or, well, I say that. We'll just leave it. We'll leave it. We'll swap these two around. We're gonna drop this UMP, being that I don't have any ammo for it, and I don't want to leave it for somebody else to grab. But you can kind of hear in the background that, like, ominous sound coming from the south. Usually indicates that a storm is coming soon, the emission storm. Yeah, there's the thunder. If we had a PU scope, I don't think I can put anything else on here that I have. No. So we're gonna drop that. That way I've got the full gun to look at. Well, it's not a semi-automatic 7.62 gun, but it is better than nothing. There's another one. Does it have any ammo in it? No. Fur boots, best insulation. Oh yeah, those are nice. Oh, some brisket spread. So we're actually, I hate to be that guy, but I don't want somebody to get this and use it on me. You know, they may, oh, multivitamins, that's golden. Somebody else may come around and happen to have some Mosin ammo, but don't have the Mosin, just like I did. And I really don't want to be put in a situation where somebody is shooting at me with a gun that I should have gotten rid of. Gone for good. And now with a storm coming soon, I think it'd be best if we just kind of hung out here. It's not... definitely not the best house, but it's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to work because the storm could take 5 minutes to start, or it could be 20 minutes to start. I mean, I don't know. So I'd rather, yep, it's already starting to kind of intensify. So I'd rather be in here and play it safe than be out in the middle of the woods.